So we have, what day is it today? November 9th, Saturday. Portugal the Man should be playing. I don't know why it's not. Try again. Well, in any case. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. Oops. $11.40. For some reason I don't have access to my Verizon app anymore. Does seem like my service is throttled, so that doesn't make sense. It's just this morning I got an email, or a text actually. Verizon message 80005001020 a.m. Your monthly plan has been renewed and will be good through 12/8/2019. Use my Verizon app to review all your account details. Prepaid. Please hit power off, then restart your device to refresh all functions. Weird. Alright.
Đánh giá已状态。
This is Emeryville, Stepford Wives style place.
蓝牙已连接。
Girl isn't me. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks. I keep my hands to myself. Think I'll dust them off, put them back up on the shelf. Just a little baby girl isn't me. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks. I've been feeling it since 1966. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks. Let me kick it like it's 1986.
So the right-hand turn, the U-turn, sorry, and then the right-hand turn.
Leave it with the babies till the mama call the grave digger.
Start that over. Oh no.
I take you to be my partner. I take you until forever. Our vow to you is that each uniquely inscribed forever marked diamond is beautiful, rare, and responsibly sourced. Enjoy the next 30 minutes of uninterrupted listening.
There's Verizon Wireless.
Leave it with the babies till the mama call the grave digger. Gone with the falling leaves. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might have had your fill, I can feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over tonight.
And it's still recording, kind of cool. So, how you doing, sir? Good, just checking that blood pressure. Or, the virtual. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Like, yeah. Sounds weird, I guess, without the whole context. You know, AT&T got fined on November 5th, $60 million for screwing around with somebody, for throttling people, although they're advertising unlimited. But I don't think this is that. So I don't know, right? I just have to play out all the reasonable things. I got to be able to use it when I need to. And if I'm getting shut off because of some geographical security, faux security stuff, that how do they? If they can control the information that goes out when they want to, I'm just trying to do what I can from a responsible citizen to keep probing. Only way we're going to be able to return, I think, back to spreading communication and showing that we're all the same people, and that we're all got to be protecting everybody else's rights. Hey, Hector. All right. Hey there, sir. Hi, how you doing? Good. I checked in on the 7th, and then yesterday, and I'll show you my number. I'm currently.
Let me get you on here because I do have one.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Let me give you my number. Yeah. And then I'll show you my ID just to make sure that we're all doing by the rules and all this stuff.
Right. They might ask you for it again.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, of course.
Just give us a second.
Sure. Thanks for your help. Great story you have here. Everybody's been very helpful. Just trying to unpeel the onion. Cool.
daily mix yet? It's all the music you love in one place, ready to play anytime. Your favorite songs, plus some new discoveries, fresh every day. Check out Daily Mix in Home.
And this is because
Leaving with the babies, little mama told the grave digger. Gone with the falling leaves. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might have had your fill, I can feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now. And dreams. Stop flipping for my enemies. We could wait until the walls come down. It's time to give a little to the kids in the middle. Oh, till it falls, won't bother me. Yeah, your lovers and a bitch for my heart to eclipse now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now.
Going underground, off-road, into the wild? Take music with you. Spotify Premium lets you listen to music offline anywhere without using Wi-Fi or data. Upgrade to Premium now to try offline listening.
Oh, not just want to do what I call blood pressure now, but that's what I describe it to sales. But basically just trying to figure out what's going on, take a daily pulse. I had expected my data would reset. I had expected my data would reset yesterday. It didn't reset till this morning. And so you guys showed I had almost a terabyte. And I showed I took some screenshots. I showed the sales or the floor staff that it was, it only showed less than 14 gig on the Verizon portal. So does it still show that I was wondering, did it get reset? Do I have over a terabyte that's being showed? It did look like it did, but. So it says the current data.
Are you able to pull up your My Verizon app?
Yes, but it doesn't match. It doesn't match that number. Well, that's a big thing because my concern is, so it already shows 976.56 gigabytes.
I don't think this has reset. So that's what I was showing when you were here prior to your cycle resetting.
True. So I'm wondering whether that number just defaults at 980 or whatever, 950, and then. So that way, whenever I use my Verizon Wireless in a location that's flagged of some sort, I'm just guessing, I mean, a reasonable guess here, that it might automatically throttle. So this, if you could flag your supervisor and to figure out how I can get that number reset, and I'm just going to come in here and check every day, and we'll just, I can show you on the app.
Yeah, so the number that's important is what your phone
Well,
says.
you would think, my concern is because it does seem like I'm geo-throttled, geo-muzzled, certain locations, political events.
Well, the reason why I say that, though, is because this prepaid plan of the 70, it doesn't matter if you're at 1 or if you're at 1,000.
You wouldn't think.
It's always deprioritized from the very start. So if this said 0, it'll be the exact same. It'll be where you are. It just depends on where you are and if it's congested or not. It doesn't matter if it's at 1,000 or 0. This
doesn't matter,
doesn't have any
right? But if it doesn't matter if it's well, if I'm prioritized because I'm a journalist, then that's a big deal, right?
Prepaid doesn't have a distinguishing for that. So
well,
it doesn't
you
matter
don't know.
if you're a journalist or if you're a homeless person. It's going to be the same plan.
Okay, so I understood that the service level agreement for a prepaid plan is the lowest priority, or because I'm getting up to 100 megabytes sometimes.
So
and
as
60.
I mentioned, it's just deprioritized
Okay.
if you're on a congested tower. So you're gonna get the full capacity of speeds of a tower that you're nearby
Okay.
if it's not busy.
That's the theory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether
Right.
you're
Right.
at 0 or 1,000.
Imagine a system where people who want to defend the Constitution are called white supremacists, and people in black masks roam the streets and attack them. And no, I'm just.
We're not going to get into that.
No.
but,
My point is let's
just
assume.
let's stay on point. What I'm
Okay,
letting you know
I am
is
staying
that-
on point.
yeah,
My point
what
is
I'm
that.
letting you know is that whether this says 1,000 or whether
But
it
it says
0,
975 gigabytes that I have used in this data cycle. That's so.
correct, which is what it said a couple days ago before your.
Well,
your
it was a little bit
cycle
less
reset.
than that.
So it's obviously incorrect. But what I'm saying is
Right.
it doesn't matter.
Okay, my
Because of the
point is
plan
I
you're on.
understand that's how you're trained. My concern is because I'm an electrical engineer and I'm trying to probe where these things are useful, not necessarily for me.
I remember our first conversation,
Right,
yeah.
right. It's because I'm trying to find out. For example, November 5th, AT&T was just fined by the FTC $60 million for shenanigans on their unlimited plan. Okay, so we know it does happen, right? So it was just fined 4 days ago, $60 million. Okay, so my concern is how do I do due diligence and to absolve Verizon Wireless from fraud? It could be Facebook live streaming, could be national security issues like hey, we don't want drones flying around and we don't want people documenting where our police are while the governor's on campus. All those things are reasonable, but unless they tell the press, that's not reasonable for them to do it because people have more resources. Like say ABC or Fox or other people can come in and with big cables and have satellite trucks. All right. So the person who's live streaming, journalist. Go ahead. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. So no, that's okay. Wow, I gotta remember that. No, it's okay, because that's relevant, because if I want to try to get an 11. I think we covered enough of my concerns that I'm trying to do due diligence from
Yeah, and I understand that.
an industry, citizen, and defend the Constitution, and trying to make sure that you and your children and your employees are able to pursue their happiness. So it's not, I'm not trying to do it selfishly.
Yeah.
So this is the breakdown of the data usage. I'm only using, since as of yesterday, I guess, I don't, so 0.46 as of yesterday, right? So
So
I'm
that's
just
not more
documenting. I'm
accurate
going to, right.
than this.
Of course, and
That's
then right,
ridiculous.
and this will, but here's the thing is,
So I have
I'm a
hunch.
software.
How long have you? It's been like 2 months since we spoke over
Right.
where you had all your gadgets.
And I think I signed up for that here.
because I remember that's the first time you popped your SIM card in there.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm thinking is maybe this has been like a running because as I
Sure.
mentioned, it doesn't matter what it says here.
And that's-
the important part is what it says there. But then at the same time, because of the plan you're on,
Well-
this one just doesn't have priority. So
Okay,
if you're on a
understood.
congested tower,
I've been in the software engineering field previously in firmware engineering. There could be a bug in the system where that number could be a flag for see, things usually aren't overt. Usually they're done either by accident or incompetence or abuse. And so I don't know where the issue is. But when I'm in downtown Oakland during an event that's not very congested. For example, I would think that congested would be when the Warriors had a parade. Okay, right. That would be, and so that would be more reasonable to be congested. What wouldn't be congested is a barely attended green energy thing where I was literally kicked out because somebody. You ever see Godfather? That guys, when they go and check the license plates. Yeah, they go and check the license plates, and one of the governor's assistants came and checked our press passes and asked me to leave before we had a press scrum. And I'm like, that's unconstitutional. You can't do that, because they know that I would ask challenging questions. I'm an electrical engineer. well,
are there different level press passes
no,
possibly?
well, they can't be.
I mean, I'm not familiar with it, so.
Yeah, but there can't be. It's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so the answer is yes, obviously, but there
Yeah,
can't. It's just like
yeah.
that's not what free press is about. Free press is about because this is what happened is we were conditioned. The press was by enabling access during the previous administration. It made people feel superior, and unfortunately, put them in a situation where if they criticized the people who were doing the press pass anointing, that they wouldn't get access to those press conferences. That's
Okay.
and that's how we were forced into the funnel that we're in today. So now we have not objective news, which people call fake news, and then there's or emotional engineering, only limited framing, and then there's people who are trying to understand how we can reconnect our fabric of society. I'm one of those people. Okay, so
And you're right.
well, I have
Sure, yeah.
because that's the only way I'm going to be able to help you. You as an employee, like you, for example, don't have an outlet. Whistleblower statutes don't apply to private employees. Did you know that? Only public employees.
Got it.
So, right. So obviously, the ABC and CBS employee. I don't know if you watch the news, but someone got fired for, and apparently she was falsely accused. Like someone said that she did it. CBS called ABC, and they fired her. Yeah, okay.
So as soon as I noticed after I did the SIM change, that reactivation phone this populated. So that means that they already went in and took care of it. No. So I'm thinking mom must have called back in and did something. So I was looking at the remarks. I literally just finished notating the account. Didn't notice that. Credit issue. Yeah, they already took care of it.
Hey, by the way, your AirPod case opened because
Yeah, no, thank you.
it's odd. I don't know why they would do that. Okay, so one of my other concerns was my hotspot wasn't. I'm not able to access my hotspot where I was able to do it with the new SIM here, and so that doesn't make sense to me.
Check on that.
Because I want to be able to use one device, and I did use my ellipsis and I used another jetpack.
This plan for at least for I'll double check it. But for smartphones, a smartphone
Well,
doesn't have hotspot on it.
This I don't have phone number. I can't get a phone call on this, so this is just a data. This is just a data phone. This is just a data
Or I mean,
appliance.
showing up as a phone
Right.
here, and it's on this plan. This plan doesn't give a smartphone a hotspot.
So
But the hotspot, your jetpack that you have, that one has.
So
a
according
hotspot.
to this, I should also be able to receive a phone call.
If,
Well, it says talk, right? I mean, this is
yeah, I mean,
so.
talk, text,
Okay,
and data.
so my point is let's. So this is why I have Android, and I actually test Android and iOS platforms
Okay.
for these type of things. So. Let me-
This
Oh, I used it. So I can't right now. I can't access the. Okay, so
So right now this is the phone, and on this plan, this
hello,
doesn't
hello.
have.
Okay,
Yeah, that plan doesn't have a hotspot for phones.
Okay.
You could put it on your jetpack though. Yeah.
so unusual in that I can put it in my jetpack and it would work as a data
Yeah, because
jetpack
that-
as a hotspot for the.
Yeah, because that's a hotspot. Yeah, so that's this plan works for both phones and hotspots.
Okay.
Just that the phone on this plan doesn't have a hotspot.
When I came in here, either the day of or day before the press conference, I was able to use this as a hotspot with the new SIM. And it seemed
That
like
might
once
have
the
been a glitch. That's
well,
cool.
or
That
the
was
SIM
good for
got
you.
flagged and I was reduced. I was not able to receive a phone
No,
call
but
up until.
Got it. Well,
Um,
maybe in the system it hadn't registered that it was a phone, and this probably just recently happened, possibly.
No,
could be a
it did a
glitch.
couple days ago. Well, the thing is, I want consistency.
Yeah, okay,
I
well,
signed
on
up
this
on a data
there's
plan.
No, yeah, on this plan, there's no
I
hotspot
signed
for
up on an 8 gigabyte data plan.
The 8 has a hotspot.
Right.
Yeah, the 8 has a hotspot.
Okay, and
Only
then
the
and it doubled to
unlimited just
16, and then
It was 16,
and someone upsold me to say, hey, why don't you get? Oh, because I was running out of. I thought I was running out of data, but obviously I wasn't.
Got it, okay.
Okay, so I was upsold to go unlimited because I thought I was going to need to use. I was going to run out of unlimited data, so I went to
If you want your
unlimited,
hotspot, we could go back down to the 16.
and that would be.
But then you'll just have the 16, but you can use your hotspot
But I
on
haven't-
the phone.
Right, which is
If you're gonna have a hotspot, the jetpack on it, do the unlimited, 'cause that's unlimited for you on the jetpack. Past the 15 gigs, then it slows down. But
past the 16 gigs.
If
Double.
you're on the 8 gig plan, yes, 60
60,
gigs on
right,
the
right,
hotspot,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But on the unlimited plan, well, technically they'll give you, maybe
You
we're able
m-
to make it 30.
You might want to read the FTC fine that just came out because it was $60 million for unlimited.
Wait, you said that we have it in stock? Yeah. Okay, let me just put my safe.
Take your time.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, of course. How you guys doing today? Good, good. Just enjoying the day.
Oh, let me. Yeah, because I won't be able to see it, so I don't know if she did or not. I can just change it again. Yeah, she did. Okay. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so
You were saying something about the fine?
no, just we're making progress because I'm just trying to understand all the variables.
So on
I
that
thought that when I
plan-
went from unlimited data on a jetpack plan, which I signed up and it shows ellipsis and stuff, and then I got a one that had better antenna physical features and I could run external antenna because I'm trying to figure out why, you
You're
know,
testing everything out.
right, exactly,
Like-
because I got to figure out what the heck's going on. And not only that, but the upgraded one can allow me to go GSM, CDMA, or GSM, I guess, World, similar type of thing. And so, so I think I brought both of those in here, but I don't know. I mean, I don't need a second phone number, and I don't need a second. See, this is the what the
You
okay.
just need you
The
just need
SIM.
the SIM right over.
Okay.
And the unlimited plan for that one would be unlimited, but once you're beyond a certain point, normally it's 15. But if you have the double kicked in, it's 30.
Well, you might want to review the ruling that just came on November 5th, because when it says unlimited, it means unlimited. And so, unless I'm able to get something written, well, I'm just saying, because it happened to AT&T.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to
Well,
the
in the-
FTC
in the-
complaint route yet.
Got it. Well, in the fine print, it does say once.
I've looked.
Because
Okay.
unlimited data
Okay.
means we're not going to stop you from using the data.
Understood.
But the speeds are separate.
See, I went through this
separate
with Sprint a decade ago or whenever, when they first started to do the unlimited stuff. And then I happened to have I did international text and did a couple hundred or thousand or whatever, and I got charged like $1,000. I'm like, no, you said all in. It was like, the promotion said all in. I actually anticipated that. I took pictures.
T-Mobile also got a lot of fines for their first unlimited.
Exactly, and so
carrier stuff,
right, and
yeah.
this was 2014. So they're supposed to have all these caveats, and you're asking me, or you're telling me that there's fine print in the Verizon Wireless, and I'm trying to find it. And so, if, for example, they constantly tell me to go to the app, and the app is inconsistently available to me,
You could also do the website, but
right? My point is, it has the instructions to reference this information probably should be downloaded in the cache, I would think, so I could read it. So you're accessing the web. I'm trying to access what the message tells me to do, which is use the app. See, here's the message. The message says, here's a credit, or no, here's a, hold on, here it goes. Your monthly plan has been reviewed. Use the My Verizon app to review all your account details, and then power off and restart your device. And I'm trying to use the app, and the app is inconsistently available to me.
what if you click on the link there? 'Cause it gives you
Okay.
a
Well,
link,
my
it doesn't
point
give
is
you the-
it does say to use the app, and so if these bugs could be reported, it seems like it still kicks off the app. But and so I understood that there are other ways to skin a
see,
cat,
yeah.
and now I could probably use my Android device, okay, and use T-Mobile and go to the website. But here's the kicker: I can't access my Verizon account without the SIM card because it needs, I guess, the Verizon security.